Hi everyone, welcome to Tinker Gamer Hacker Maker. Today we're going to take a practical approach to a technical review of the Radeon 5700XT. And really, unlike other technical reviews, we're not going to get into the nitty-gritty performance and benchmarks and everything. That's not what this is about. This is, hey, I'm building a computer, I'm considering this card, here's why I bought it. And it's really, why did I buy this card? When I went to go build my computer, I kind of wanted a couple different features, and one of them is I wanted to be able to leverage a new PCIe 4 because I plan to have PCIe 4 storage. I wanted to have the throughput on the bandwidth on the bus. So I did some searching, and unfortunately NVIDIA did not have PCIe 4. Now, you don't need PCIe 4, but I wanted it, and that was just kind of one of those things that I was kind of, stuck on. That for me, when the newer software or when the newer games come out that will leverage this increased bandwidth load, my card can already support it. Now, there is some truth to saying that NVIDIA has some higher performance and AMD is more of a budget card. However, when you kind of look at the microcosm of performance gain you're getting, there's a price to performance ratio with AMD that you don't have with NVIDIA. So I was originally going to get one of the 2000 series, the 2080, 2070, maybe even the 2080 Ti, but I didn't want to spend that much money on just a video card. And by going with the AMD, the highest range of AMD at the time, I was actually able to improve other parts of my computer without having to sacrifice on my gaming experience. And I think that's the key. Right? What do you want your gaming experience to be? Are you a pro gamer? Do you really care about that extra 5, 6, maybe 10 FPS? Does it bother you? Does it flicker in your eyes? Or do you even notice it? I looked at a lot of side-by-side comparisons. I looked at a lot of the benchmarks and even the most popular benchmarks out there. And yes, NVIDIA does have a higher performing card, but this card does not prevent me from cranking my game all the way into the ultra settings. It doesn't prevent me from having a very awesome gaming experience. So by actually being able to save a little bit of money, having a card that can support these awesome immersive experiences, I was able to improve other parts of my computer. And that's what I meant by a practical approach. For me as a gamer, I'm not a pro, I'm casual, and I like a really good looking game. And this card actually lets me achieve that. I've got 8 gigs of RAM, I've got PCIe 4 support, which I wanted. I saved a few $100s, and that was able to let me buy better RAM and more, solid state hard drive space. So now, I'm not saying that AMD is going to be better than NVIDIA or vice versa. I think they're both awesome cards, but I just didn't want to have to spend more out of pocket for an experience that I may not be using. I don't typically use ray tracing, and it's not that this card can't do ray tracing. It can. It just needs to do more work. It has to do more under the hood in order to render the visuals. So yes, from a overclocking or pure hardware acceleration experience, you can see from the benchmarks that the NVIDIA cards are going to outperform this card. However, from a practical gaming experience, this has been an excellent choice. It's been running well. Even with my friends who have, 2070s, 2080s, 2080 Ti's, where they're having a few little glitches and issues, I'm not seeing the same ones. I'm still having a great experience. There have been maybe 1 or 2 games where I've noticed a couple clipping issues, but again, that was drivers. I did the driver update and those went away. Same thing happens with NVIDIA, so it's nothing new. So from a practical approach, I'm very happy with this card. And if you have an opinion on this, I would love to hear it. NVIDIA or AMD, and why? From a practical standpoint. Because it's one thing to have benchmarks and say, yes, this performs better, but as you're playing games, do you notice? And if you do, I'd like to know what your experiences are if you've played on both AMD and on the NVIDIA cards. As always, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe below, and look forward to offering you more awesome content on Tinker Gamer Hacker Maker.